What's up, Melvin? What's up, Levite? Joe Gamp, what's going on? What's up, everybody? What's going on? So let's read some of these. Rosalinda, I've been waiting for the glitter to come out. Yeah, I added it to the website today, so if you want to check it out, you can go by there and check it out on the website. So on the website, I put the 12, 12 by 20, 12 by 10, and a 12 by 1 yard. JBM Designs, what's going on? Melvin, what's going on? Michelle, what's going on? Elitius, hope I say that right. Levite says, are you a sergeant now? Staff sergeant, yeah. Big Papa Pump. Jesse, what's going on? Volume's too low. Let me mess with it. Let me know if it gets better. Turn it up a little bit. Let me know. I switched back to Harry Johnson. What's going on? Rebecca Petty, what's going on? So I switched back to OBS, the original one. How about now? Let me know. Still trying to learn with this since I switched back with OBS. Good? We're good? Volume's good? Okay. So if you guys remember, I wasn't able to record my screen before or show my screen. So what I did was I talked to another YouTuber. You guys might know who he is. Matt from the Rhinestone World. Yeah. So I was talking to Matt, asking him like what he was doing different because for some reason I couldn't record my screen. Not record it, but show it at the same time. And he was telling me that I was telling him that I was using Streamlabs, and he was like, he got rid of Streamlabs and he's using just OBS. So I went back to OBS and now we can do it. So it's working now. You know what I mean? So if I come on here, and so what I plan on doing is cutting this tonight. So boom, it's working now. Awesome. So I don't have to bootleg it like I was the last time. If you guys were here for the last live, whenever we were bootlegging it, we were using, where's it at? It's confusing. This one right here, this webcam, the webcam that I have shooting that right there, if you guys remember, I was using that to show my screen the last time. So we won't have to do that. Figured it out. T-shirt chick, what's going on? You had inboxed me about the glitter. I didn't get it. So here's the ones that I got. So got the red. Well, I can show you an easier way. So we'll go to the actual. Let me pull up. What's going on, Frankie? How you doing? We're gonna go to the actual website. So we'll check out the website real quick. All right, what's up, everybody? So I don't know what that was, but okay. Let's do this here. All right, so if you guys come to the website, there it is right there, heartandhustleprinting.com. This might be the one where I can edit it, but whatever. If you guys just scroll down, I added this one right here where it says Sandy glitter. So you can go there. Underneath there, it's going to have all of the glitter that we can get. So if you see, it's $3. I am selling, so if you go, say you were doing the white, right? Just quarantine and chill. That's what's up. I need some sublimation. All right, Frankie. If you need sublimation, let me know. There's the white glitter. As you can see, yeah, you should be able to see it. 12 by 10 inch. So I am doing a 12 by 10 inch. This is the size that it comes. Here's the white right here. Messing up the green screen, but here it is right here. The white, it's a 12 by 20 piece. So if I did a 12 by 12 piece, then I would get stuck with 8 inches, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, Alicia, so I didn't do a sample pack. I should have did one, but I haven't done it yet. I spent all day building that for that website right there all day. I will do a sample pack of like main colors, maybe white, blue, black, red, green, 4 or 5 different colors for a different price. But like I said, I did do a 12 by 10 inch piece for people that have smaller cutters. If you can come in here, there's the 12 by 20, which is what I was just holding up, which is this one right here, the 12 by 20, or the 1 yard. Go Navy. Go home. Well, you're probably home. You're quarantined, right, Ramon? You guys are probably still quarantined over there, right? Luckily, we haven't got quarantined yet. But we'll see what happens. You never know. Everyone, just so you know, the glitter can be sublimated because it's polyester. It can be. The glitter can be. I got some. What do I do with them? Trying to find them. You know how it is. You put stuff everywhere. I have some somewhere. I have some sublimation markers, which are cool. I have some sublimation markers, which I think are pretty cool. So with those sublimation markers, you can actually draw on the sublimation paper and then print it onto a cup. So that'll be cool for like Mother's Day. You know what I mean? If we were doing something for Mother's Day, I think it would be cool for like a kid or the mother's kid to draw on a cup, and then from there sublimate it onto a mug. I think that would be something cool to give your mom or your grandmother, you know what I mean? Okay, Alicia, I'll email you back. We could talk about it. How's everybody been if you are stuck at home, quarantined somewhere? We're still working. We're still working here, so but the good thing here is that we are doing, we're rotating days, so it's cool. I like your trailer truck, nice. Appreciate it. It just sucks that we haven't been able to use it. You know what I mean? We wanted to get out there and use it. We used it one time, and then everything started tumbling down because of this COVID-19 or the coronavirus. So, you know what I mean? We had to park it, and now we're just waiting for everything to calm down, and then we can get out there and do what we wanted to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's a cool concept what we're gonna be doing with that. Esmeralda, what's going on? Levite's on vacation. It's cool. Brown. I don't want to say your name wrong, but I would say Brown. Rotating days is cool. So there's 3 of us that work in an office right now, and me and one of the other guys. Sorry, this is bouncing around a lot. I got one of those things to like prop it up, so like if you touch the desk, everything moves. But it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's not bad. We get to rotate our days, and if I was needed at work, then I would go. But Guadalupe says I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to like actually use it. It just like it was a bummer. Like we did the first one and we sold 4 or 5 shirts, which wasn't bad. Made our money back for what we were doing. So it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? The people that came up and got to press their own shirt or screen print their own shirt were like, had their phone out and were like, I was like, you want me to film you? I could film you. I was like, being that it was our first one, I didn't want to be like, well, can I film you for a YouTube channel? So I didn't even mess with it for the first one. And then the pollen, oh man, the pollen out there was so bad. I left my windows down on my truck because we got there early in the morning, like 7 o'clock. Flex McKinsey, what's going on? I just saw you posted a video. We got there early, like 7 o'clock to set up. I think it started at 8. And I left my windows down on my truck and left them down, and the whole inside was totally yellow. So Guadalupe says we are getting one for our laser operations. So, but you should have got a big one. Here's the thing about getting a big one. Whenever you go to a fair or whatever you're doing, you have to remember that most will charge you by the space. So most will charge you by a 12 by 12 or a 10 by 10. So if you're doing a 12 by 12 spot and they're charging you $100, I got to buy 2 of them. You know what I mean? So whenever I buy 2 of them, I got to pay $200 to take it out there. But it's like I got 2 different things going on inside of there, so it's cool. You know what I mean? I knew that was going to happen, but I was still okay with it. I was okay with it. So what else? What else is going on? Flex, I saw you posted a video a little while ago. It said something about what's going on with Bflex. So what is going on? I haven't watched the video yet. I'll watch it later. But what is going on with the vinyl that you got? So let me know. Guadalupe, she said she still loves it. Or he, I don't want to say he or she because I've done that before. And then next thing you know, they send me a picture on Instagram, or I start talking to them on Instagram, and I'm like, all right, dude, yeah, dude. And then it's an actual female, and I'm like, oops. So yeah, Guadalupe still loves it. She, there you go. It is a she, so I was right. So I did get some sublimation pop sockets, or I don't want to say pop sockets. I want to say, what do we call them? Phone stands, right? So these are actually pretty cool. So here's what they look like. I did get 50 of these, and they already sold all of them. This is what I have left. It's pretty cool. Comes with the 3M tape on the back, which is very sticky. It comes with little baggies to ship them in. It comes with this right here is double-sided tape. So you got, what you do is you take this piece off right here. You take it off, and then you would stick it onto the top of the phone stand, right? Put it on the top of here. You put it on there. You sublimate the white side. Got the silver side and the white side. Sublimate the white side, and then when you're done, put it into place. Peel this tape right here, and then stick it on there. So these are pretty cool. Where did you get those from? We do sublimation also. So I got them from, what was it called? Like Alibaba or something like that. You can look there, or they said it'll take forever for them to come in. I forgot I had even ordered them. So, and then they came in. I was like, oh, cool. I forgot I had, like I said, I forgot I even ordered them. But whenever they came in, I was excited. I was glad that they came in because I really wanted to try them. But you can get them on Etsy for, I don't know how much they want them for on Etsy, but you can get them on there. So what we're going to do tonight is, before it gets too late, because it's already going to be 10 my time, is I am going to move this over here. And then I'm going to switch to my screen, right? We are going to pull up LXI. So this is an image that I was working on earlier after I finished with my, yeah, they are ridiculously slow, but you got to know they're coming from the other side of the world. I did order, I think 200 more, so, or 100 more. So they'll eventually get here, and when they do, I'll put them on the website, and if you guys want to order some, you can order some, you know what I mean? Blank ones or pre-sublimated. I have the website that I have. Yeah, Frankie, we're going to press this right here with the glitter vinyl. So we're going to do this right here with glitter vinyl. I will add them to the store. And if you guys want to buy them, like I said, if you want to buy them, the blanks, you could buy the blanks. And I'll send you this with everything that it comes with. This, the little baggie, and the little double-sided sticky thing. So everything will come with it that you need. And it's cool because if you have a store or whatever, it has that little thing there to hang it on the pegs. If you have pegs. We are going to press this right here. I just got to find something to put it on. I don't know yet. I don't want to put it on a shirt, but see if I have any of those Pelon sheets somewhere. I know I had some. I have a white one, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. This is my last white one, but we'll see. I have a whole bunch of black ones, but I don't know where they're at. Are those alternative? Abraham, you said are there alternative for those softwares? So if you have Adobe Illustrator, you can download the plugin. I don't know the exact plugin that you would need, but well, that was my thumbnail that I made earlier. But if you have Adobe Illustrator, you can use a plugin that will work with your cutter. I don't know if it works with a Cameo or not, but you should be able to use it as a plugin. So we're going to be doing this. Should have made one just with my screen on there, but it's all good. So these right here, I just got this image off of, I didn't create this, I just got this off of the internet, turned it into a vector, right, with this piece right here. And then I did with the different fonts that I have, if you can see, this is all one font, and this is called, we can see what it's called. Let's see. Flower of Summer. So that's the name of that font. And then whenever I did this font, let me change this to regular. With these right here, I did different fonts. So this one, as you can see, you could do it however you want whenever you're creating something. That's Blessed Day. Let's see what this one is. Grinch. What is this one? Probably Grinch. Century Gothic. So it all depends on what you want to do. If you want to, because sometimes you'll see some fonts and you're like, how did they do that? Or how did they create something like that where they have like say they did a really big letter and then they double click it and you want to warp it or whatever you want to do, and then you want to get it to fit back in there where it originally was at. That's how they do it. They just add different fonts to make it look cool. You know what I mean? So we're gonna leave it the way it was. Control Z. This is the program that I'm using for this. If you guys are new to the channel or this is your first time here, is LXI Expert. LXI Expert is what came with my R Series 2 cutter. I had no idea what I was buying when I first got it, but like T-shirt chick said earlier on her video, you have to learn your program. You know what I mean? I have this one and I have the Cameo. So I have it, but whenever I do my screen, I have this screen and that screen. It throws some of my icons from here over there. So I'm not gonna look for it, but I do have the Cameo. I do have Corel Draw. If you look at down here on the bottom, you can see Corel Draw, Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, LXI, and then what I'm using right now, OBS Studio. Yeah, so the T-shirt chick put out a pretty good video this morning or this afternoon. I forget what time it was. About, I think it was the 6 things you need to know when starting a business, and it was a good video. You know what I mean? So you guys got to check it out. What's up, Gomez? What's going on? So yeah, she put out a good video. You guys need to check it out. Kenny, what's going on, man? Mike's Tees, what's going on? So yeah, you guys need to check out her video that she put out today too. And if you don't know, I mean, a lot of you probably do, but if you're here for the first time, no problem. Anytime. If you are here for the first time and you're looking to do T-shirts, or you're looking to get into it, you know what I mean? Trying to stay safe and healthy. You're probably quarantined, right? Don't eat too much, staying in there, man. You know how that could be. So anyways, if you are here for the first time or you're looking to do T-shirts and you watch this video after this thing's already posted and we're done with the live, and you go back and watch this, whenever you're doing your letters, right? So there's a couple things you could do. If I were to hit this arrow, double click it, now you can see with this, there's some, I did it around, or what do they call it? A curve? Rounded? I don't know. But I wanted to give the effect that it was a rounding over the bunnies, right? So there's an X over here. There's a whole bunch of little dots inside of here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try to zoom in for you. So if you see right here, there's an X. See all these little dots that are in here? all those little dots. And then if we come over here, scroll down a little bit, you'll see this double arrows right here, right? So let me go back out. And all that does is, if I were to grab this X right here, I can move the whole thing all the way around and place it where I want. So, all right. So if you're like, why didn't this move over here? Because that's a different font. So if I click this, you're going to see it's by itself, right? That's why that didn't move. If you were like, hey, why did that move? But anyways, yeah, with this X, you can move the whole thing, all right? And then if you grab these arrows over here, it's called tracking, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to separate the letters, right? It's going to pull them apart, however far you want to put them apart. Appreciate that, Kenny. I need to do more videos with vinyl. It's been a while. So that's what we're going to do tonight. You know what I mean? So right here, we're here. And like I said, with the tracking, you click it and watch what happens. You can see the letters will come apart. If you want to do it like this, hanging all the way around, do it how you want, right? But so if you type this out and it was like far like that, you can always grab it, pull them in together where you want. Being that these like have the cursive effect, I want to get these closer together, right? So now that I got these, we'll say about right there, right? I think that looks good. And if you see the way these letters are overlapping inside of here. Let me zoom in so you can see. Yeah, here we go. So if you see how these letters right here are overlapping, so what it's doing is it's showing me where it's going to cut, right? So this is where it's actually going to cut. So if I were to like hit this little thing right here that says cut and send it, it's going to cut this N and it's going to cut the I out of the N, right? So whenever you go to weed it, you're going to mess up the whole thing. But no, Mike, it's not free. It was free for me because the cutter that I bought, it came with the cutter. I think I paid like $250 for the cutter. I think that's what it was, like $250 for the cutter. And it came with this program, the cutter, and a bunch of like sticker vinyl. But this program right here by itself is like $500. So it was worth it. You know what I mean? But here we are. But you can go on signwarehouse.com and you can get some of their, how do they say it? Discontinued programs for free. So check out their website. I don't know if they have this LXI, the old one, but you could check it out. So what you have to do to keep that from cutting is come up here. You have this little bar or right here on the side. So see how it says weld? If you can see that over there in the top corner. So it has weld right there. So what I do is I just hold it down and it pops it out like that. And then what I did, I didn't want to do that yet, but what I did was put it up here because that's something, yeah, no problem. So that's something that I always use, right? I always use these. So it's here. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to weld it together. Now they're together. And if I come back and I try to do this again, right? It won't let me move it anymore. Like, what was it? Tracking. It won't let me do the tracking anymore because now it's grouped as one. It's one solid image. You know what I mean? It's not two images. It's like before it was individual letters. Now they're all together, right? So it won't let me do what I want to do. All right. So we got that one. I want to move this over a little bit. I don't want to stretch it. I want to move it. So we're going to click it. We're going to move it. And then with LXI, if you did this and you couldn't find your work and you were like, where did it go? You can hit this right here and it zoomed the page and it brings you back. Where did you get the cutter from? This cutter right here, this one right here, is from Sign Warehouse also. So it's exactly like the it's exactly like the Graphtec. So the exact same thing as the Gravtech, but it's a QE6000. It just has a different plate on it. So whenever I got this one, I knew nothing about it. Everything that I learned about this, I learned on watching Gravtech videos. What's going on, C Block? So this color right here for this top one, if you guys remember, like, see how the apostrophe or whatever this is separate from this over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in a little bit. We'll go there. I'm going to put a box around this, and I'm going to hit Control G. Or you can come here to group and then group it. So now if I move this, the whole thing's together. All right, so now it's all together, and we don't have to worry about if we move this, if that will stay in, if that will not move with it. So these are individual things. Dustin said, I enjoy the sample pack of Gimme 5 I got from you last week. Nice. Did you like it? So it's pretty good. I don't know if Flex is still here, but Flex, if you're still here, you need to get in touch with them, because they told me that they were gonna. I went to the warehouse and I was talking to them about your video, and they told me they were gonna get in touch with you and replace it. But I don't know, because it should work. It should 285 for 4 seconds. It should work. 285 for 4 seconds. I do it, but I'm still like, man, that's crazy. 4 seconds. You know what I mean? So I always press it. I peel the carrier off and I'll press it again. All right. So we're gonna do these individual bunnies. Oh yeah. Oh, it was your heat press. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do these individual bunnies, right? And then so we're gonna change. Let's change this color. What color are we gonna do this? We'll do it like a pink. See what we have. So we'll do that in this color right here, right? It messes up the whole green screen when I do that. So we'll do that one in pink. We'll do. Or should we do it in a different color? Because the peeps are usually pink. Pro World is. Did you have one of those blue ones? So this big bunny, we'll do it in. What do y'all think about this color for the big one? The big bunny, we'll do it in this color. You can't tell what it is. But once we switch away from the green screen and it looks like this, you'll be able to tell. So let me see. So we'll do the bunnies in those colors. We'll do the bunny in that color, and then what other color should we do a bunny? I have purple. Oh, we'll do it in this color. We'll do it in the neon orange. So we'll do one with. So we'll do this one, that orange color. We'll do this one, the pink color, and then we'll do this one in, maybe that's the blue. I want to change this to, and then this right here we'll do green. So that green is going to be this one right here. So we'll do that color green, and then for this, we'll do it in a Oh, and then we gotta do the tails. The tails, we got the tails. We're gonna do them in white. So we're gonna see how much this shrinks. Question for all starting out: would it be better to invest into brown? It all depends on what you plan on doing. So here's where here's what I would say. You're making me want some peeps now. So here's what I would say for brown mustard. Is that what it is? C Block says Flex says yes. C Block says 28. So with this cutter that I have right here, this one is a 32-inch cutter, and I've never cut anything over 15. I've never cut anything 20 inches. I mean, I don't know what you would put 20, what you would heat press that would need to be over 20 inches, unless you're gonna do decals. So that's the only reason right now why I want to order the larger, this stuff, this this right here. So that's the only thing that I want to do my logo on my trailer, right? But I can only do it 12 inches because that's the only size that I have right now. So then that's when it becomes good to have a cutter like this right here, is for whenever you're doing something, some signs or something, you know what I mean? But I believe if you're just starting out and this cutter right here is like $1,500, right? So if you go out and you spend $1,500 on a cutter right away and things don't go the way you want, you might think like, man, did I make the right decision? You know what I mean? But if you go with the Cameo 4 or the Cameo 4 Pro, the Cameo 4 Pro does what, 15 inches? Is that what it does? Floor specialty wood. Yeah, then if you're gonna be doing something like that, decals that are really, really big, then yeah. Then I would go with a bigger cutter like this one. My arm went away. Yeah, then I would go with that one. Something like this, right? Because then you're gonna need something bigger. I have another bigger cutter and I won't sell it to anybody. And the reason I won't sell it to anybody is because I used it the R I used the R Series 2 cutter. It's a good cutter. It did everything that I needed it to do. But here's my thing is that whenever it came to doing sharp curves, like say sharp curves like this H right here, like if I was trying to cut this H right here, right? It would do good on the straightaway, but then when it made this curve in here, hopefully I didn't delete it. Okay. But whenever it came time to cut in this curve or any of these sharp curves, or especially like these bunny tails right here, right? These bunny tails right here, it would make it really, really jagged. It would not cut it right. So that's the reason I wouldn't sell it to anybody. And because it was my first cutter, you know what I mean? But so just watch what type of cutter you buy. Whenever you buy the cutter, check to see if it has a servo motor or a stepper motor. Stepper motors are really loud. Servo motors are going to be like this one right here. This one back here has a servo motor on it. So whenever you cut, that thing just cuts professionally. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, T-shirt chick just said the same thing with the servo motor. So it's a benefit, yeah. So like you'll hear it whenever I cut right now with this one right here. Like you'll probably hear like some cutting because I got to put more pressure with this right here because it's a lot thicker than the regular standard Gimme 5 vinyl or this reflective stuff. You know what I mean? So just be careful what you do whenever you're cutting. I mean, whenever you're looking to buy a, if you are getting a big cutter, brown mustard. If you are getting a big cutter, just be careful what you get because, like we said, me and the t-shirt chick, there's a stepper motor and I was reading your Roger that and almost said it. There's a stepper motor and a servo motor. This one has a servo motor. The other one that I have upstairs in the attic has a stepper motor, and it's really loud and it doesn't do the same cut. This one does have the print cut feature. I've just never used it because if you look, let me see if I can set it up for you real quick. No, I won't be able to. We'll just leave it as it is. But this has an, there went that, right? It unplugged it for me. But this one has the little eye thing underneath it. The vinyl fell on it and disconnected it. Let me connect it back. But this one does have the little eyelet underneath it, so whenever you print it, you could put the registration marks, just like the Cameo 3, 4, or the new one, whatever that's called, the Pro. So you can do the same thing with this one. I've just never done it yet. Let me get my other camera back on. I don't think it went off. All right, we're good. It didn't go off. So what happened was the vinyl fell, hit the wire, and when it hit the wire, it yanked it up in the air like that. All right, so we're good. All right, so Graphics Warehouse just showed up. If you guys don't know who Graphics Warehouse is, you see this thing right above my head over here. Right? This is confusing. This right here. This. Graphics Warehouse made my logos for me and will do you guys logos if you guys need one. We're in the process of doing some other stuff too. So just if you guys need anything, digitalized stuff, if you guys need any banners, you need business cards. Here's my business cards right here that he just did for me. These are really cool. That's really shiny. Let me get you one out of here. 1,000 business cards. He does 1,000 business cards, and he does the artwork for you, I believe. Also, if you're here, let me know. So here's our business card right here. This is what it looks like. If you guys remember, I did have some other ones. I still have them, but being that I got the trailer now, I wanted to add trailer rentals for parties. And then I got a different phone number on there for my business phone for that. And then the back of it, you do the front and the back. So whatever logo you have, luckily I have 2 different logos. So it's pretty cool. So you can get 1,000 of these for, he might put the price up there. So it's not a bad deal. You know what I mean? You guys should look it up. Yeah, check him out. He does really good work. So if you guys don't know, appreciate it, T-shirt chick. You should look into him also. I think he's doing some other guys. If you guys saw the Instagram post that I put of SE T-shirts and hoodies, he's doing his logo also. So like I said, if you guys don't know of the work that he's done, go and check out his Instagram. Check out his Instagram, and you can see everything that he's done, from banners to those pop-up things. What are they called? Those things that you pull up. I don't know. He could probably write it on here. But yeah, go check him out. If you want to put your info for, just look him up. Here it is right here. I'll put it on here. Hopefully it works. There it is. Look him up. That's his yeah, that's his what is it? That is his Instagram. It's capital A. I just let it go too early. So you guys go make sure you check him out. If you guys need any work, let him know I sent you over there. All right, let him know. What were we doing? So we're good. We got this back over here now with this over here. So we're good, all right? But like I said, he did these logos for me. And then what color should we do these peeps right here? Maybe we should do these pink. Because there's too much pink right here. Appreciate it. I just got it working again. I just got it working again, and I had to switch from OBS. I had to switch from OBS Streamlabs back to Streamlabs Element. So we got some stuff coming up. Me and myself, or Graphics Warehouse is working on a transition for me. As you guys can see right now, whenever I transition, it fades from one to another. But we're working on doing a stinger. So once my stinger comes up and we get that all set up, I'm going to show you guys that. And then that's going to be something else that he does also. If you guys do YouTube videos and you do use Streamlabs or you do lives and you want to set up and you want to do a cool setup, it takes a lot of work to do this right here to get this thing set up. But it looks pretty cool when everything is said and done. So I think for this blue, what's going on? All Star Vinyl, what's going on? So we'll do this like a dark blue. I just don't like this G, how it doesn't have a hole inside of it, but it is what it is. I think we're just gonna do it on the white Pellon sheet that I have. So this is and then this is how we're gonna make it look, right? This is how we're gonna do it. And then if you're, oh my bad. So that's how we're gonna do it. My bad. Hey, no problem, brown mustard. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? If I missed a question that you asked, I'm pretty sure someone inside here answered it for you. And there's someone in here that has a lot of knowledge in this right here, which is the t-shirt chick. So she could help you a lot too. So what we're going to do is, say a customer wanted to see this on a mock-up, right? Because a lot of people were like, well, what would it look like on a white shirt? Well, that's what it's going to look like on a white shirt, right? You said mint. I don't know if I have the mint color. But say someone said, what would it look like on a mint shirt? I would say, let me see, Miami green, cyan, sky blue, teal, light cyan. Trying to see if it's even on here, but not. But if someone wanted to see it on a white shirt, that's how it would look on a white shirt. If they want to know how it would look on a black shirt, so you would just grab, if you're using LXI Expert, you would just simply come down here. You would click and hold, drag it to where you want it, and as you can see, if you can see that, it has like a diagonal line through that saying you can't drop it here. But once I put it in here, you're gonna see it turns into like one of those painter's roller brushes. So once you get it there, you just drop it into place. So that's how it would look on a black shirt, right? Pretty cool. And then if you wanted to, how would it look on a red shirt? Same thing, or burgundy, drop it into place. As you can see, those colors clash. So you wouldn't want to put it on a red shirt, or if you did, what you would want to do is change out the color of this and this so that it would stand out. But we're going to do it on a white. Oops. Wrong one. I'm over here trying to move this, and I'm not even on the program. So we're going to do this on a white shirt, right? And then I'm going to, if we look at these bunnies, they all have the white tail, right? So whenever I go to cut this, it is going to cut the tail out of these, but then whenever I go back to put them, C Block says black. I'd have to find my black Pelon sheets, and I don't know where they're at, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting. So they have to be up here somewhere. But you know what? They might be downstairs with the stash that we have from that show. So if you're doing this with regular vinyl and you were doing this on a white shirt, what I would do is to save vinyl is I would cut this bunny out right here and just leave this white knocked out, and then whenever you press it, it's gonna have the whites, it's gonna have a hole, and then when you press it on a shirt, it's gonna have the white showing through it, so you wouldn't have to press white vinyl on top of that. But being that we're gonna do this the way we are, if I were to change this to blue, see how it changes it to blue. We're gonna leave it white, and we're gonna press some white vinyl on the inside of these tails right here. So we're gonna have these color bunnies. This is all gonna be glitter, so it's gonna be the blue glitter. See if it's back here. So we got the blue glitter. That's gonna be the blue that's gonna go on top. And then from the blue on top, we're going to do the green. We're going to do some pink for the peeps and one of the bunnies. And then the orange. And then the light blue for the other one. All right, so that's what we're going to do for this. But I do have a bunch of different ones. So you can see we have the neon green. I'll show you here. See so you can see them. There's the neon green, Let's see what else we have. That one's like a gray. That one is black. This one is neon yellow. You can just put it over the other ones. Yep. Silver. Neon blue. We'll do that for that blue bunny. Yeah. Purple. Lori is right there. And white. The t-shirt chick.
Oh, can I say hi?
I don't know if you heard her, but she said hi. Trin. She is right here. She's right there.
Oh, I'll go around.
She's like, I'll come around. She's here. They were downstairs, but they're coming up here now. So that's what we're gonna do. And then whenever we get ready to cut this, you guys, I'll show you with this program that I have, and I'm pretty sure it's the same with all of the vinyl cutters. There she is. Hey, what's going on, Impossible Co? And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the same with all of these different programs that do. She said, "I heard you." I'm pretty sure it's the same with all the programs that you use. Once you get ready to cut, so this one is pretty cool. I can only speak for this one. I can't speak for all programs that are out there. This one, and then I want to say the same thing for the Cameo. So this one right here in the top corner. Click this so I can zoom in. Oh, I can't zoom that in. Tomorrow. If you guys look, here's my mouse. If you come up here, it has like a little cutter, right? So if I click that, it's going to, hopefully everything's hooked up right. It's loading. Got like USB cords everywhere right now. There it comes. LXI Expert, where it is right there. And this is what it brings up for me right here whenever I'm doing this. I should have just did my screen by itself. Let me see if I can make it a little bit smaller. So if you guys have this, you can just move that one out of the way. This one, we're just going to make it so you guys, there we go. So you guys are in the whole screen. This is in the whole screen. So it's just different things that this cutter has. And then with this program, I could come here whenever I go to properties or right here. If you guys could see that up there in that top corner, it says R Series 2 cutter. So if I had my other cutter here too, I could use both at the same time. But I'm going to be using, like I said, the QE 6000 from Vinyl Express. All right. So if we look over here, we have all the colors. We have the green, we have the blue, the white, what is this? I don't even know what those are. But I should have 3 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look. So there's 3 of those. So I'm going to group these together so they're not separate. So if you hold down shift, what I'm doing is I'm holding down shift and it's letting me click multiple things at one time, and then I'm going to control G to group them. And now you can see if I click this middle one and I move it up, the whole thing, all 3 of them will move at the same time. We're going to do that. Let's see what it does now. And then if I come right here, if you see this over here, it says fill mode. If I click it, what it's going to do is it's going to take me to wire mode. And that's where I can see if I have anything else anywhere that doesn't need to be there. And it all looks like it needs to be there. And this is good to do to make sure, to double check, to make sure your letters are welded. And it's a good thing I did, because if we look right here, you can see these 2 letters weren't welded. So they would have cut each other out. You know what I mean? So I'm going to click it. I'm going to click these letters. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to weld them. And now you can see they're one, right? So we're good there. So that's a good thing about changing over to that wire mode or cut mode or whatever it's called. So you can double check without the color. Because like this right here, even though it looks good, if you go to you can't see the red wire on there, what's going to happen is it's going to cut it all out. So once you click this, you can see everything. The letters that are touching are grouped together or welded together. And what I want to do is I want to move this over a little bit. So we're good. All right, so we're going to fill it. We're going to come back up here to cut again. And we still have 3. I don't even know what that is. But we're going to cut it anyways. Hopefully it cuts all 3 of them. We'll see. So that's weird. All right. So we're going to come back here. We're going to hit it. We got our, so here's our red or our pink or whatever. Here's our pink that we're going to do. Our orange bunny. Our blue bunny, and then all these whites, whatever. And then this blue and the green. All right, so on this program, what's going on, Gina? On this program that I'm using, you can send all colors at one time, and I don't want to do that. Where's it at? So if you look right here, you can send all these at one time, and that's something right here. If you look right here, can you guys even see that? Let me know if you can see that or if it's blurry. But if you were to hit this button right here and put send all colors at one time, you see what's going to happen? It's going to go ahead and it's going to send all those colors. If you put red in there, it's going to cut all of that out of red. So we're going to avoid doing that by clicking that. And then we're going to be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this pink one last because I want to get it closer together. Okay, appreciate it. What I want to do is I want to put these closer together, this pink. Because if you look at this pink over here, whenever I do this, right? And we're on the pink, this is an 8-inch piece right now, right? 8-inch by 6. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So let me zoom out. So if I click something on here, it's going to tell me over here on the right, over here, it tells me what size that is, right? So it's 2.5 inches thick or tall, 8 inches long. So we're going to go a little bit bigger with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I'm going to hold down shift. Nope, not shift. I'm going to hold down alt so that I can keep the thing the same size. What I don't want to do is hold down shift and then do this, right? You don't want to do this. Try to guess what you're doing, because then you're going to mess up the way the picture should look. If you do, just hit Control Z and it takes you back. What's going on? Everybody that just got here, what's going on? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Control, right? So that we can keep it the same size. Nothing is getting deformed, right? We'll do this. And if you look to the top right above my head, you can see as I'm moving this that the size of the image is telling me the size of the actual image, right? So we're going to go 10 inches. So we'll go roughly 10 inches right there. So it's 10 inches tall right here with Design Central, right? 10 inches wide, a little over 11.5 inches tall, 10 inches wide, right? So the good thing, that's the size of this image, right? So if you're looking at this right here, how the image is sticking out, you can always come here and change the height and width of this. So we'll go 15, and as soon as I hit enter, you'll see the box change, and then we'll hit this one 15, and then it changes again, and now you can see that we are totally inside the box where we're at. The good thing about this cutter that I'm using right here, right, this cutter right here, is now whenever I go to cut something, it automatically starts at the farthest corner to the right, right? It's going to start all the way down here. That's green. It's going to start all the way at the bottom corner, and it's going to go up and start cutting whatever it's cutting, right? The thing about the R Series 2 cutter was, if this piece was over here and I started cutting this, what it would do is it would track all the way over here and then start cutting the words out. The good thing about this cutter is it doesn't do that. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to leave this in the middle. We're going to hit cut again. Hit cut. And then we're going to cut the orange first. So let me set up the orange. I'm going to set the orange up, and then we're going to cut that one. You got to put it in there the right way, right? So So make sure you put your vinyl in there the right way. You don't want to cut. This is the carrier side and this is the cut side, right? Two different sides of vinyl. Make sure you always put the right side facing up that you want cut. If I would have cut this side, it wouldn't have done anything but cut the carrier. So let me put this in there. And what it's going to do is you're going to see this thing right here go left to right. What it's doing is it's measuring what this is. Right, it's going to measure from left to right, and it's going to once it measures it, it's going to tell you what your area is to cut. So if your image is, say your image is 15 inches, and this thing right here, when it measures it, this measures it, and it's only 10 inches. You know what I mean? And it's only 10 inches, then it's not going to work. Dot your eye. What are you talking about, Gina? So let's do this. So what it did right there is it measured, like I said, it just measured left to right. Measured it left to right, and as you can see how I have some of the glitter vinyl sticking out on the right side. So as you can see right there, it is sticking out, but I don't have to worry about that because I'm not going that far. You know what I mean? I can actually bring this roller over and put it into this long blue strip right there and cut it right there. But because this is only a little piece, this is a really small piece, so I don't have to worry about cutting a really big piece. So once I got it there where I want it, I'm going to, you can't see this, so I'm going to move it over. This is what we're going to be doing. The good thing about this one is you can set up as many, the weed border, you can set up different, what is it called? Let me find it. Different, not overcuts. What is it? So the weed lines. You can set up the weed border, horizontal weed lines, vertical weed lines, split lines, vertical split lines. So if you look at this image down here on the bottom, you guys can see like it's cut into like little sections, right? So I'm going to take all of that out. I'm going to take it all out. So all I'm going to do is just take off all of these check marks. And now if you guys look at the bunny, you can see it's just going to do one solid cut around it, right? So here's what I was saying is you guys could see with the R Series 2 cutter, this thing would cut, it would track the, follow my arrow, right? So the other cutter, the R Series 2 cutter, would track all the way up here, cut this bunny out, and then you just wasted all of this vinyl right here. So what I would have to do with the other cutter is grab this image and bring it down to this 0 and this 0 right here. So basically you had to bring it to the 0, 0 mark. I would have to place it right here so that it would cut it right and it wouldn't mess it up. It wouldn't waste all of that vinyl. If you look right here with the cutter that I'm using right now, it puts it down here in this corner for us. Whoops. Right there. It puts it down here in this corner for us, so it will cut right there for us, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to send it over. So listen. I don't know if you're going to be able to listen because it's just that quiet. And the microphone is way over here. But we're going to see. Maybe you can. We'll see. So I'm going to send it over and let this piece cut. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it is done just like that. All right, so we're going to pull this piece out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to weed it right there for you. So you need to make sure whenever you are whenever you are cutting thicker vinyl, you need to make sure that you do put the right kind of pressure. Okay, you heard it? Sweet. That is the Gravtech. It's not a Gravtech, but it's the same thing. Same Gravtech, just a different seller. And they have their own little title bar on there, and it's Vinyl Express QE6000. And if you want to know where to get it, you can find it at signwarehouse.com. Kenny said he could hear it, but it was really quiet. You know what I mean? If you guys use the Cameo, just think about how loud the Cameo is whenever you cut. I'm not saying nothing bad about the Cameo. Cameo is a good cutter. I use it too. I don't. It's behind the green screen over there, but I do use it. You know what I mean? Because it is a good cutter. Whenever we're in the room and we're watching TV in the room, and I want to do something and I don't want to be out here, I'll use the Cameo in there. You know what I mean? So I'm going to weed this right where it's at. Like I said, just make sure whenever you're cutting glitter, because I had someone order some glitter. And I told him, make sure that you change the cut, the pressure of your cut, because what's going to happen is you're going to cut this vinyl, and what you're going to do is if you don't change the pressure, you're just going to scratch it. And if you scratch it too deep, then you waste it. So make sure that you cut it deep enough so that it will cut through and not cut through the carrier. That's because you guys saw how easy that weeded, because I had the right pressure on there. So if you do have a cutter like this, I'm not going to say I know what the pressure is for the Cameo, because I haven't used the Cameo with this glitter yet, but I'm using this one. You change the speed and the force with this one. So I got a speed of 15 and a force of 20 is what I'm using. So if you see this came out pretty good. That came out pretty good. I'll show you guys. I'll bring that up a little bit closer, the way that came out. So here's our little bunny right here. The first one. There's the back of it. Where you at? There you are. So look at that cut right there. Looks really good. Looks really good. So there's our first one. So we'll put that one to the side. And now I'm going to do the next. What's next? The blue bunny. So we're going to put the blue in there. We're going to do the blue with the neon blue. Right? So let's go ahead and load this in there. All right, so you guys saw that I just went and Josh Music Show. What's going on? If you're here or you're watching another video, thank you for subscribing. If you guys just saw that, the way I just did that right there. So with this cutter right here, you have to set those, you have to set the, what is it called? The pinch rollers within those, anywhere along those blue lines. So anywhere that those blue lines are is where you can cut. So we're not cutting a big piece. That's why I changed it up this time. So this time I'm going to show you that the way I'm putting it right now it's gonna cut just the same way that it did whenever it was all the way to the other side over there. So we're good to go. We're gonna come back over here. Our little bunny is good. So we are going to hit send. Oh, you know what? I gotta measure this first. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna do this little measure thing again. So what it does is it measured it left to right, and then it takes it to the very front edge of the vinyl. So now that we got it to the front edge of the vinyl, we're there, we're good. We're gonna come back over here. We're gonna send it. Then we're gonna weed it. I don't know how to say your name, but if you're here and you're watching right now, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I don't know how to say their name, but if you're here watching this video, thank you for watching this video, or if you're in another video, thank you for subscribing. Esmeralda, can you still use that vinyl on the Cameo 4? Yeah, you can. You just got to know the right cut preference. So the good thing about this cutter right here, and I'll see if I can show you guys in a little bit, is that you could do a test print, a test cut. Where's the piece? I have a piece here that I used earlier. So you can go in there and you can do a test cut, and what it does is it'll do like a little square with a triangle inside of it. Then you can weed that, and then once you weed that, you could tell if it's deep, if it's cutting deep enough, if it's not. So if you're pulling it and it's sticking, then you might want to go with a little bit more pressure. But you can use the Cameo 4. This vinyl right here, if you go to the store, if you just got here, we added this to the store. Let me see if it's still pulled up. Yeah, so here it is right here. So it is in the store now if you guys want to look in the store for this vinyl right here. And then I sell it in a 12 by 10 inch piece. So this is a 20 inch piece. You can get it 12 by 10 so that you could try it out for $3, right? And then if you want, you can order it 12 by 20, which is this, or 12 by 1 yard. So you got to think 12 by 1 yard of this, right? You're going to get more than a yard if you do it this way, right? Because this is 20 inches, right? So whenever we cut this by the yard, you're going to get this right here, 20 inches long by 36. This is 20 inches long right here. If you cut them into 12-inch pieces, you get 3 12-inch pieces in 1 yard. You're actually getting 60. You're getting 12 by 60. So you're almost getting 2 yards of vinyl for, what is it? $13.49. So that's not bad. For $13.49, you're almost getting 2 yards of vinyl. So you're getting, so just picture it like this, right? I don't know if I can hold it, but this would be 2 of these. Well, let me show you this. So here's the gold right here, right? So this is probably like 6 inches longer than a yard, right? This is a little bit more than 1 yard, right? This right here, a little bit more than a yard. But like I said, if you cut them into 3 12-inch pieces and then you stack them on top of each other, you're going to get 60 inches instead of 36 inches. So you're getting almost the bang, you're getting a good size of good amount of vinyl for $13. You know what I mean? So look into that. I don't like to send it like that because I don't have 20-inch tubes. So what I usually do is I cut them for you so that you'll have the 12-inch by 12 by 36-inch. But if you lay all three of those out, you're getting 60 inches altogether for 13 bucks, right? Can you beat that? I don't think so. But if you can, let me know. All right, so we cut the blue. So we have the blue. We have this one. What do I do with the blue? Oh, the blue's still in there. Duh. All right, so we got the blue in there. Now I'm going to cut the pink, right? No, you know what? We'll do the green. We'll do this one right here. What color are we doing this one? Blue. Blue, 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 blue. Let me find the blue. Here it is. So this is the color blue that we're going to be using right here. So we'll be doing that one in blue. Let's load this one so that we can cut it. Right, so we got that one in place. Same thing. Tribal Beats. Hey, big bro. This t-shirt grind squad thing is my YouTube page. Much love to you. Appreciate it. T-shirt grind. She was here a little while ago. I don't know if she's still here. She's the t-shirt grind squad queen over there. She's the one that got all that started. I just started watching her and joined in, and here we are now, like 2.5 years later. So I appreciate the support from everybody that's here tonight. If you guys don't know, go check out Gina Gill. She's got a YouTube page also. Flex McKinsey. Check out his YouTube page also. I'm all about helping others. So if I can help put their name out there, I'm all for it. All right, so we got the blue on there. We're going to go ahead, make sure it looks good. Looks good to me. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to send this over. Oh, also, let me show you this. So the bunnies didn't matter, right? Keep messing with the wrong one. So the bunnies over there, the bunnies didn't matter, right? So if we come over here, where are we at? Let me find the right page. Nope. Here we are right here. So if you look down here on this bottom, your right, my left, I would say, opposite, right? To me, it's on this side, so that's my left. So for you guys, it'd be on your right side, right? No, maybe it is on my right. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, whatever. Yeah, because if I point this way, that's my left. So your right side, my left side, right? So if you look over here, you got this little man. It says rotate. I click this man. It says rotate. That's just telling me the different ways I can rotate this image. So right now, if we look, I have the little man standing straight up. If I change it to this, it changes the image like that. So the last thing I want to do is change this image to print like that. So what I should have did with this bunny is rotated it so that it didn't cut all of this right here, right? I should have rotated it so that it would cut this much. You know what I mean? I should have did that. So with this image right here, messes up the whole green screen. So this one right here, if I cut it, what it's going to do is it's going to cut it up and down right here, and it's going to, then I'm going to waste all of this. Not waste it, but I could not have to use all of this. I could just use this bottom piece, right? Then there's different. You could come here. You could flip it upside down if you want to do it upside down, or you could do it this way. So we're gonna stick with the up and down, right? And remember, this is vinyl is going on a t-shirt, right? Whenever vinyl is going on a t-shirt, you have to make sure you flip your image. So how do you know if your image is flipped? Well, one way you could tell is it's backwards, right? This one is backwards, so that's one way you could tell that it is. If it wasn't backwards, if you could read it like this where it says hanging now, then you know you have to hit the F to flip it, right? So what is it called? Let's see if it pops up with mirror or flip. They put an F, but then they call it mirror. So I guess you can't put an M because it would go either way, right? If it was an M and you flipped an M, it would look the same, right? I guess that's why they put an F. All right, so we're going to flip the F. Now the F is backwards, and now you see that hanging is the opposite way or the wrong way. But when you put it on a t-shirt or we're going to put it on the Pellon sheet, it's not going to make a difference because it will be the right way whenever we press it. Oh, Tribal says, no, I'm the real t-shirt squad. All right, cool. Oh, you're the t-shirt grind squad from Instagram. Got you. Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what you're talking about. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to send this over. We've already measured it. It's good to go. So let's send this over. And then again, once it finishes, we're going to weed it in place. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you how I cut it whenever I cut it off there. So how to keep the line straight whenever you're cutting it. Okay, got you, man. I got it. Appreciate it. How you been? Sending right now. So whenever I go to cut this, I use this little thing right here. It looks like a key. I got this at the show in Dallas. They were just giving these away. So I picked up like 2 or 3 of them. But this is just like a little key. And on the back side, it has a little button. And whenever you click it, the razor blade comes out. So let me show you how I keep this line over here. Keep this line straight whenever I go to cut it so that whenever I put it in there again, it's got a line, a straight line or a 90 degree or whatever. Right, so I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me when I move over there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the edge of this right here. I'm going to bring it down to this line. You can see this line right here. Where's it at? Right, whatever. Right there, that line right there. I'm going to stick the blade inside of it and I'm going to cut it. All right, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Right, so here it is. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. See if you can see this. I don't know if you can, but no, you can't see it. So we're just gonna I'm just gonna bend it. I'm gonna grab the edge of it, and as long as your cutter, like I said, is set right, it should weed pretty easily. So there it is. Looks pretty good. And I'll save this. I think I'm a hoarder for vinyl because I save little stuff like this right here. For what, I don't know. I have like a drawer full of it. Here's the actual image right here. If you guys can see, there it is. Without the glare. Alright, so that one's done. Now, next, what is next? What is next? So we did do the white. So we're gonna do this one, right? So as you can see, oh, my bad. Yeah, it was the show in Dallas, the ISS show in Dallas. So if you guys look right here, we're gonna be doing this bunny tail. Remember, we got 3 of those tails in this image, right? Let me find this white. Here it is. Oops. All right, so here's the white that we're gonna be using, and I'm gonna show you something. Let me load this up first. Esmeralda, thank you for the order. I just got notification. What's going on, Peggy? How you doing? Yeah, Esmeralda, I just got the notification of the order you just put in. So I will get that ready tonight, and we will send it first thing tomorrow. Well, whenever they open. They open at 10, so probably around 11, it will be shipped out to you. I'll send you the tracking number whenever it comes through. Appreciate the support. All right, so here we go. We're going to come back to my screen, right? So this thing, if we look over here, we have 3 tails, right? All 3 of them are highlighted. But whenever I go to cut it, it's showing me 3 different things like this. It should show all 3 of them together. But all you have to do is make a copy, right? So what we're going to do, if you look right here, it says copy. All I'm going to do is hit the up arrow. 2, 3. See? Oh, man, you weren't able to see that. So let me move this over. Move this over. All right, so right here, if we look right here, it says copy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, and if I make more copies of this, 2, 3, it puts them out there for me. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this. We're going to send it. It's good to go. Let's come over here. Send it. This will be a quick one. And here are the little bunny tails, right? The bunny tails, that's what they look like. I have, Gina, I've lost like 20 pounds. I've been hustling and running a lot. Yeah, I've lost like 20 pounds since after surgery. That's when I gained a lot of weight, but trying to get back to where I was. So next we're going to do the green. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but we're going to attempt it. Oh, here it is right here. I don't know if you're going to see this. Let me switch to this one. That's what I was talking about those test cuts. So that's what I was talking about those test cuts. I can't show you this up here because it does makes it invisible. You can see it somewhat. That's what I was talking about the test cut. So whenever I did the first test cut, you can see up here, this one right here wasn't cutting right. And then I did it again. I put more pressure, and if you can see the triangle, it weeded just perfect. So I knew it was right. So just do a test cut whenever you get ready to do yours, so that you can make sure it's right. Sketch to designs. What's going on? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that thumbs up for us tonight. So it helps out our channel whenever you guys hit that thumbs up. So I appreciate it. Okay, good. Y'all saw it. So that's what I was talking about whenever it comes time to doing a test cut. Make sure before you go. So make sure you go ahead and you hit that test cut so you can make sure that it's gonna cut all the way through. So being that you just ordered some, Esmeralda, I'll send you a little piece like this. If you're using the Cameo or you're using the Cricut or whatever you're using, just stick it to the mat, do a test print on here, make sure it cuts. And if it cuts, then you know you're not gonna waste the other stuff that you're cutting, all right? So go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and load this green. So what I was doing, I was waiting because I wanted to see the amount of cut space that I was going to have. So I have 10 inches to cut. So if I come in here and I click this green, what I want to do is I want to click all of this. And we are cutting 7.5 inches. So we'll be good. My bad. Keep forgetting. All right. So what I was doing is I stood there for a little bit longer while it measured it. I wanted to make sure that that piece that I put up there was actually going to cut what I was doing right here. So what I'm going to do now is I want to measure this piece right here, because this is the whole thing. This whole green piece right here is what we're going to cut. So how do I do that? How do I do that? I just make a little box like this. I bring it across here. When I let it go, it's going to tell me that we're cutting 7 inches wide, 2.3 inches high. So whenever I measure it, or whenever it measured at 10 inches. So we're good. All right. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit the. And another thing, if you highlight something, it will automatically just cut whatever you did. So if I leave it like this right here, right, and I hit the cut button, it's going to bring up all the different colors, right? All the different colors. But what I want to do is highlight just this right here. Click this, and now it only has the green. So before you go and cut, remember the last thing that we just did is we cut 3 bunny tails, right? So we made copies of all of that. So this thing is remembering what we just did. So we need to make sure that we go back and we hit back down to 1. All right. Sketch to design says, I watched your update video. I need to check it out. I'll watch it. I promise you. Make sure you guys watch this video. You hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, even if it's like good stuff, because it helps our channels. You know what I mean? So make sure you guys, if you watch it, give a thumbs up. If you watch mine, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. But if you give me a thumbs down, let me know why so I could do better the next time, right? All right, so we're good. We're going to come over here to our production cam, and we are going to send it. Same thing with Impossible Co. Make sure y'all go check out his YouTube channel also. right, so this one is probably gonna be a little bit more difficult to weed, only because it has the cursive letters in it. Maybe not. We'll see. All right, I don't know if you can see this somewhat with the green screen. It's blurring it out, but with my, so there it is right there. Again, I'm gonna save this. And then we're going to take this off, and we're going to, no problem, Flex. MM Customs, no, it doesn't. So if you look right here, it's called a weed border, and it's something that you can add in there yourself. You don't have to put it. I prefer to put it because it just makes it that much easier to weed. So if you look right here, my bad. Let me come back over here. All right, so if you look right here, you'll see that this box has the red border around it, right? Let me move this out of the way. All right, so if you look, this image right here has that red border around it, right? So if I come over here where it says weed lines, if you can see this, weed lines, and it has a check mark in there. If I click this check mark and take it away, it should take it away, but it didn't. So it's good either way. I don't know why it didn't take it away, but it should have. And then you can add different weed borders in there. Let me try this. Bowen Candy, if you're here, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Or if you're watching one of my other videos, appreciate the support. Let's see where we at. This one's automatically putting it there. I don't know if I have something set in the settings that makes it already like that, but right here it says weed border. You know what I mean? So it shouldn't be doing it, but it is. So I'm not going to complain about it. And then these right here, if you look at these right here, you can add more stuff. So if you're doing stickers, stickers, right? Especially stickers, because with stickers, what happens is when you start weeding this, you got to like hold it in your hand and you got to like crumble it up. And if it touches one of the letters, it messes up the whole thing. So a good thing is whenever you're doing stickers, and if you have this option right here to add these other vertical weed lines, now you see we got that split image in there. So now you could weed my before you weed with. Then if you come right here horizontal, now it's going to split the whole image in half. And what it'll do is it'll cut in between each one of those letters. Then if you come here, it'll put them up and down. And the good thing about that is you can, if you're doing decals, you can weed individual sections, one thing at a time. But since this is an easy image, we're not going to be doing all that. But I don't know why it's not taking away the weed line. Because it's right here. It's black. I don't know. But if it adds it for you, it adds it for you. If not, if your program is not showing it, just look for weed lines, right? So we got the green. Now we're going to do our pink. So let me show you what I'm going to do with the pink. Let me add this one back here. Yeah, no problem. You got any questions, ask. If you have any questions, feel free to ask at any time, all right? All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back over here. We're going to be doing this pink thing now, right? So if I come over here, and I go to cut this, right? I'm going to go ahead. I'm cutting with the 60-degree blade, I believe, and it's the downforce or is 20. So it's 20, and the speed that I have is at 15. You got the minions for the commercial break? No, they're just something that I added. I was looking for something. I was gonna add that dude from what's it called? Where he's like, "Ugh." Forget what that movie's called. I was looking up a bunch of memes yesterday to add on there. That's the only one that I found that was. I didn't want to add nothing inappropriate, but we're gonna be cutting the pink, right? So if I click out of this, we come over here, we come to our pink. What I don't want to do is I don't want to cut this piece right here and waste the vinyl between peeps and here, right? Because that's a lot of vinyl in between here, up here, and on this side that we're gonna. I mean, you don't waste it. You can actually, if you cut this out, you could reuse all of this right here. But what I like to do is, I'm gonna grab this bunny right here, since it's its own object, right? I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna double click on the little handlebars or whatever they're called. Double click. I'm gonna rotate it, right? And then I'm gonna bring it down to right here, right? So now when I go up here and I go to click the pink, cut the pink, you see they are both here now. Instead of being 9 inches up here that I was trying to cut earlier, it's only going to cut 6 inches now. So we're saving about 3 inches of vinyl by doing this. Are you planning on testing the Sandy glitter on the Cameo? I can do it. I just didn't think about doing it tonight. So I was sticking with the big cutter tonight. And the good thing about the Cameo is I could just put it right here. Prop it up right here. All right, so we got it. We're good. What I'm gonna do is this time, where was he at? Customs. I'm gonna show you what I was talking about. We're gonna add all these weed borders in here. All right. So you guys, now you can see that there's crosshairs in here, I guess we could say. So whenever it goes to cut it, it's gonna look pretty cool. I mean, it's not gonna look pretty cool. It's just another way of weeding so that you could weed it in sections instead of weeding the whole thing. All right, so we're good. We're gonna go ahead and we're good there. We're gonna send it over. Sending it over. Hugo Morales, how's it going? It's going good. Still working. Still healthy, so everything's good. The best way to social distance is YouTube, right? We're here. We're learning. If you're new to this and you're just learning for the first time, you're learning. You know what I mean? You see right there, it's doing those crosshairs. Oh man, I should have told you when it was doing it. But it was doing those individual cuts, and it knows where to go and where to. It goes across, it picks up the blade and puts it right back down. So let me cut that piece, and then we'll go from there. You see right there how it only weeded. It only weeded this part right here, right? It only weeded this part with those crosshairs. So as I'm weeding this, you're gonna see that it's only going to pull off certain sections at a time. All right, so we should have all the pieces cut for this. I want to see something. This is weird. This S right here, I thought I had did something wrong. If you look at this S, the S has like this S right here, it's not rounded for some reason. And I thought whenever I weeded this that I did something wrong. Because the way it's straight, that's weird. Right, but anyways, let's weed the rest of this out. Cut this off. Yeah, it's so whenever, especially if you're doing decals, you know what I mean? Whenever you're doing decals, it helps out a lot because whenever you're going to pull this, you're pulling this much vinyl off right here for a decal, and whenever you're weeding this, you got to make sure that none of it touches the letters, because then if it does, you know how if you've done decals before, you're gonna have to like throw this whole piece away because all the letters are gonna get stuck to it, and the last thing you want to do is throw a piece that should have been real easy to do away. So make sure if you have those extra, options like mine has to do those weed boxes or whatever they're called, make sure you do it. You know what I mean? Because it does help out a lot. Where did it go? Right here, these weed lines. So make sure, and then you can always, if you look right here, it says panel margin. You can always make it bigger. You know what I mean? But it doesn't make sense to make it that big. I try to get it as close to the image as possible. You don't want to go smaller than that. So I always go about 0.1 inch so that that weed border was like right on top of this right here, right next to it. So works out pretty good. So I think we have everything already ready. So we have the green. Let me just double check. Use your scissors to make it rounded. I mean, I could use the razor blade. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's not going on a t-shirt or anything. It's just, I'm just putting it on a Pellon sheet that you sent me. So we got the pink, we got the green. What else did I need? The white. Oh, here's the blue. Here's the blue. Then we got the white tails. We got our little bunny right here. think this was everything. Yep, that's everything. So we're good. Or did you order from Mr. You asking me, Gina? Did I order from Mr. McBee's? What is that? All right, let me turn on this heat press so we can press this. Did you bring these upstairs and forget? Oh, okay. All right, so I think I got it right. I just want to make sure I got the right time. Just poked myself with the weed tool. All right, do you need a Pelon? Oh no, I haven't ordered any. I just ordered some black ones. I think I ordered them on from Ryanet. I think that's where I ordered the black ones from. I haven't ordered any more since then, but I will soon. Good to go. All right, so this is the one we're going to be using. We're just going to press it on this white one so I don't waste a t-shirt. So we can see how it's going to look. So I believe this one goes at 305. For 10 seconds. So we're gonna let that warm up. We're gonna let it warm up and then we'll press it and then we'll get out of here. But we have everything here. And I want to see, we'll be able to see how much, or if it even does, shrink any. So I'm hoping these things line up right, being that we just made a copy of these. So we'll see if these line up right with the other ones, because one of the bunnies is bigger than the others. So we'll see. Because with this glittered vinyl, you have to remember. Yeah, this one's not. This bunny is bigger. This bunny here is bigger than this bunny. So if I put these together, you can see there's a gap between that right there. So I'm going to see if I can, while that thing's warming up, I'm going to see if I can do it. Yeah, this is a Bflex Harris Ink, what's going on? This is the Bflex Sandy glitter. I just got a bunch of it in, so no bunny will know. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it as it is. We're doing it on a white Pellon sheet anyways. I just got a bunch of it in. I added it to my website. So if you guys are interested in any of this vinyl right here, that we are using tonight, you can go to the website. Let's see, here it is right here. All the different colors that we have. So there's, I think there's, what do we have? 8, 16, 24 different colors. So all of them are on there if you guys want to go check them out. Like I said, with that, you can click any one that you want. You come in here. We are selling a 12 by 10 inch piece. This is a 20 inch piece. This here is a 20 inch piece. Well, it was. I just used this. But you can get a 12 by 10 inch piece for $3, right? Which isn't bad. You got a 12 by 10 for $3, a 12 by 20 inch for $5.40. With the price that you're seeing on there is with the taxes already included, right? And then you got 1 yard, $13.49. And like I was telling you guys earlier, 1 yard of this, 20 inches long. If you cut them into 12 inch pieces, you actually get 60 inches, almost 2 yards for the price of one. So if you go out and you buy standard vinyl, which is Caesar Easy Weed, let's say Caesar Easy Weed 12 by 36 inches, you're probably paying $11 for it. I think that's what it is. Maybe after you get all your discounts at Hobby Lobby. You won't get 60 inches of vinyl for $13.49, right? Because you're only getting 12 by 36. The white can be sublimated. That's what I wanted to show you. I just found them. Where did I put them? Here it is right here. I just found them. Right here. Check this out. So with this right here, these are thermal transfer markers, right? I'll put the link down in the description. With these, really cool with these right here that you could do for Mother's Day, right? Your kids or whatever can draw on a sublimation paper. Then you could press it onto a mug. So just think, like, not only is it a customized mug, but if a kid does it, or your kid or your grandkid does it, that is really cool. Like a customized mug by your grandkid. Big Camp says she has them. Peggy has them. That's nice. Yeah, so that's cool. You know, have you ever used them? I haven't used them yet. I got them and I haven't used them. But I think it's cool. You know what I mean? For a kid to do something, and then for Mother's Day or for a birthday or something, sublimate a mug, or the kid wants to sublimate one of these phone holders or whatever they're called, right? One of these. Sublimate one of these. Just draw on not draw on this, but actually draw on the piece of paper and then sublimate it to this. I think that's really cool. So the white, you can sublimate on these right here. You can, but obviously you can't sublimate on the dark ones. You know what I mean? It's got to, like all sublimation, it's got to be something this color, a light blue, or like if it's a dark blue or the black, you wouldn't be able to sublimate it. All right, so we're going to switch over to this camera right here, and we're going to get ready to press these. These are pressed. Being that I know you probably want to do, if you were doing an actual t-shirt, you want to do, what's it called? The tack press. You know what I mean? You want to just tack it. You want to press it for 3 or 4 seconds. And then after you press it for 3 or 4 seconds, you would then press the next one, press the next one, press the next one. But we'll probably do it. This has to be pressed 305 for 10 seconds. I'm gonna try 5 seconds. I'm gonna weed it, see if it weeds right, and if it weeds right, we'll do all of them for 5 seconds. We'll get everything set the way it needs to be set. Once we get it all done, we'll give it a full press for 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. Trying to bring my microphone a little bit closer. This thing's heavy. This is the one that I'm using right here. Can you guys hear me from where I'm at? Can you guys hear me? All right, Customs, thanks for stopping by. Move this out of the way. We're gonna, like I said, this doesn't matter to me how we do this. We're just gonna put it on here. We're gonna hit this for 5 seconds. We're doing this at 305. Oh, look, here's a black one right here. Look at this. Let's do it on a black one. Found a black one. I knew I had black ones somewhere. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put this one on here. We're gonna hit it for like 5 seconds. Make sure everything is good. Then we'll see how it looks. So that was 5 seconds, 305. We're gonna see how it does. Yep, see, that's why I was afraid of not giving it the full press. Let's do it for 10 seconds, see where we're at. All right, C-Block, take it easy. All right, so the full press worked better than that little tack press or whatever it was. Let me look at this image. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is these little bunnies right here. I'm gonna cut this bunny out of here. Alright, so we're going to put our pink bunny in here. Then we're going to put our little green bunny or blue bunny right here. Trying to remember how these went since I didn't do these all the same. So the other Gimme 5, you don't have to put a Teflon sheet. So I'm gonna try it out with this right here. I've never used this before. First time I'm using it. So like I said, regular Gimme 5, you don't need a Teflon sheet. And this looks like same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add these tails in there too, since we're at it. I don't know if you heard that, but since we're doing this, I'm gonna add these tails in there. Add these bunny tails. So I'm hoping they're gonna work. Remember, I didn't cut these right because we were using the we use one tail for all of them, you know what I mean? So it might work with the best one is going to be able to tell is the orange one because that's the one I duplicated. What I'm hoping to get out of it is to see how much this vinyl shrinks whenever you press this. So we'll see. I don't think I need to give it another 10-second press, but I'm going to do it anyways. See what's up with it. Alright, turn that off, let that cool down. But here it is. Let's see if I can get some more light on it for you. Put it over here. In front of my mess. Look, there it is. Looks good. Alright, so you probably won't be able to see the green. It'll look red. But it looks pretty good. There's the blue. This one is a neon blue, neon pink, neon orange. So it should, if it's neon colors, it should what? If it's a neon color, it should work with a black light. I wanted to see how much it shrunk. If you look at this blue one, you really can't see any black through there. This one, because the bunny is bigger, and I duplicated the... Oh yeah, right. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Good catch, Peggy. Good catch. Here it is right here. Like I was saying, this one's the blue. These are the neon colors. That is obviously green, but being with the green screen, it's doing that. And then here is the pink. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. I moved my mic. Okay, good. So now I know this microphone works. You know what I mean? This microphone, if I show you, has two different features in the back. So this has this feature right here, which is like the cardio, where it only only the volume comes from the front. So if you're not speaking directly in front of it, it won't hear you. And then it has, if I push this button, see this other light lights up. So if I was doing something with somebody else and they were sitting on the other side, then we could both use the whole 360 thing. So I usually leave it like this right here, just in case my daughter, my wife, and them are downstairs and they're doing something. I don't have to be like, shh, shh, you know what I mean? So good to know that it was like right here, like not even arms length away from me, and you couldn't hear me, so that's cool. But what I was saying is the bunnies and this bottom thing are pink, right? So with that being said, not pink, neon colors. So with neon colors, what should happen? Neon colors should work with the black light, right? So let's, before we get off here, we're already going to end this in a minute, but what we should do is see how this glitter looks in a black light. So let's check that out. Let me get the black light out and we'll see how it looks. All right, so I got it right here. All right, so we got the black light. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up right here somehow so you can see how this looks. Hopefully we'll see. So these colors are supposed to be neon colors. So with the neon color, they should be sensitive to black light. So we'll see. Let's see. I don't know if it's not working because of the. Let me try this. Let me do this. Switch this camera over here. We do this. So it is working for me, but I don't know, like, I don't know why, like the way it shows it. So it is working for me, but whenever I do this, it's just putting like a solid light on it. But the pink and the orange and that blue color are working with the black light. But whenever you look at it on the camera, it doesn't look the same. So I don't know. So I don't know. It did work. It did work. It does. These two and this one, the neon colors did work with the black light, but I don't know. It just does something with the camera that it didn't work. But it does work. If you do order some of this, Make sure you check it out with a black light because it does look pretty cool. So came out pretty good. Came out pretty good all together. So we'll leave this right here. Let's see. Came out all right. 400 degrees for no, not 60 seconds. I gotta look. I'll look after this and then I'll let you know. It was less than 60 seconds. I gotta look. I always write it down. I just don't know. I think it's in my other desk over there. But we'll look at it. I mean, I'll send you a message in a little bit and I'll let you know for sure, so you can get the right press time. All right, so that's about it. If you guys always see me looking this way, it's because I need to get a screen. Right now I have a TV right here, and it's like 32-inch TV, and it's really big. I want to get a screen so it's like right here in front of me, not off like this one is over here to the side. So but that's it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by tonight. We didn't give anything away, but we did give out some good information on LXI, the program that I use. So thank you guys. Like I always say, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And until next time,